We're back.
That's right. If Rue can do 2 episodes, so can we. Back to back.
Yeah, we're younger than Rue. We got this.
Combined, we're still younger than Rue.
We can dance faster than Rue.
Girl. They had to speed that shit up.
She was serving what she could at 61. Okay.
Here's my thing, though.
She doesn't have to serve, though.
Right. She didn't have to do anything.
But Cameron Diaz asked her to.
Who?
Cameron Diaz.
Who?
Girl, I don't have time for your mess.
Well, apparently ain't nobody got time for Cameron Diaz either.
I don't understand what's going on.
What's she been in?
Oh Lord. Anyway,
Where's she been?
Let her live her life.
She's still Cameron Diaz.
Don't be jealous of her, Boogie.
That's right.
Ain't nothing to be jealous of.
But my thing with the Rue dance, I would have gotten to this later, but since we're talking about it now,
we haven't even done the intro.
I know. It needs to be said though, is there's been moments like in the workroom when they're playing disco music or he goes down the line, he can still dance. But it was like he just is kind of like, I'll just do the bare minimum. Like it doesn't matter. It's almost just like apathetic at this point.
He's Angeria trying to do choreograph.
Park and bark.
Park and bark.
Park and bark.
Come on, Angeria. Welcome back to Condone Yourself, where we're here to talk about the exciting start of All Stars, All Winners, Season 7, Episode 1. I am Joe, and we have OT.
What's up, people? Welcome back.
And we have Kelly.
Hey, everybody.
Let's get to it. And let's talk about the 8 queens that entered this season. Queens we know before, queens who have won before. And let's talk about these looks, honey. Number 1 is Shea.
The entrance looks. Yes, let's talk about Miss Shea Couleé and in her orange dreamsicle fantasy shoulder pad, snatched waist, extra long belt, slick hair. Fantasy. Let's talk about it.
Say that 10 times fast.
I don't even remember what I said.
Yeah. We got to rewind that and speed it up.
Yeah.
Like Rue.
Both episodes that we have seen so far, and we'll get to episode 2 later. But this is going to be such a crazy season because everybody is very good and they've only gotten better since the seasons that they've been on. They've gotten naturally better and artificially better as well.
Right.
Many of them.
Come on, Trinity.
There is stiff competition and we saw it from these opening looks, right? Yeah. There was not many things to be picky about with these starting looks, starting with Shea. This is amazing. The all one tone I loved. She did match the work tables. I agree.
She was a table. If that's a table, honey, I would love to put some things on it because wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And what'd you call it? Orange dreamsicle?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't even like orange dreamsicle, but she looks delicious.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous. I will always remember this look. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Yep. Next up was Miss Jaida Essence Hall coming in sparkling like a damn crown or a statue that she just won. Like,
I want that jacket. Like, I just want to wear it out. That jacket is so well constructed and just love how sparkly everything is. Her makeup is incredible.
Yeah.
I love this look.
The red hair. Yeah. The stoned tights. Like, what?
Yeah. It's a beautiful look. The only thing for me was I just don't like any kind of like rat tail or formation of rat tail in a wig. And so that little bit of thing behind there, I'm just like, chop it off. That's my taste. That's my
I
taste.
thought it was cool. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I get what you're saying. It doesn't always look good, but I thought she pulled it off. I thought it
Mullets
looked
and
good.
rat tails are in. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I don't like it. I'm ready for that to pass like the
It
90s.
will. It will. Like what?
Like the 90s.
The 90s are back.
That's the
so,
thing. That's the
yeah,
thing.
The 90s are back.
Let's
so
look forward.
the
Look
90s
over there.
The 90s are back. Yvie Oddly. This outfit was 100% Yvie, right? Like if she would have came in there as some weird glamour puss with, this well-constructed gown or beaded up with sparkly rhinestones, I would not have known what was going on. While this outfit was fantastically messy, that's Yvie's brand, and it worked.
But I mean, I guess maybe it did work. I could not stand what was happening with the wig situation.
That was intentional, though.
Was it?
She said it.
That it flopped around?
Yeah, she said it. She said it during one of the confessionals. She was
Well,
like,
I think
yeah,
she said it when she realized it wasn't going to stay up anymore. But then
Yeah.
she just put like construction paper in there. I didn't understand that part. The wig wasn't doing it for me.
I do love Yvie, and I've come to grown to love Yvie and all her oddities. Sorry.
No more bad
I
get
found that
one
hair
or two.
very distracting. I didn't think it was any work of art. If she meant it to be on purpose, it was a miss, even for Yvie, for me. Because why would you have those things in your hair if you meant it to be like all messy and floppy? Every time you saw her, that hair was different. Every time it's like she was in the club and she sweat her hair out. That's what it was. And you know what? No, I didn't like it. It could have been better. It could have been better constructed. I wish it would have held its shape because it took away from me her beautiful like look.
Miss Trinity the Tuck. The Tuck. Miss Trinity.
So I love Trinity. She is one of my favorite drag queens of RuPaul's Drag Race. And I do love this look. I think she looks gorgeous in it. The styling, I think this is very Trinity. I wasn't like necessarily shocked at this look from her. The only thing that I have to say about it that I feel a little bit is that it does seem a little old, give me a little older vibe, but she looks beautiful. It fits perfect. I love the color. That's all I have to say.
I think there needs to be a Western immediately where Trinity in
Yes.
this outfit is the madam of the saloon, because that is what this is giving me.
Love it.
I love the headpiece with a little bit over the eye. It was gorgeous. The only thing I still noticed, and maybe this is just how it is, but like there was a gap under the breastplate again.
That's how it is.
How are people disguising that though? Are you just not? Are we just supposed to
Most
not?
people don't. Like either you wear something that covers it, but when you're wearing something low cut like Trinity,
You just have to go with it.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do unless you maybe put a bodysuit over it, which would look weird.
Yeah, it just like a teeny bit takes away from like the illusion. But
with Trinity, I'm never looking at her breast anyway. I'm always focused on that butt and that waistline, and how snatched her waist is, and how fantastically perfect her ass is.
Well, of course you're not looking at the breast and you're looking at the ass only. That's the difference between you and me.
Boom, there it is.
Great man audacity.
I was just checking. Yeah, but I love this look for Trinity. It was giving me 20s flapper girl with feathers. I was 100% here for it from start to finish, top to bottom. The hair, the makeup, the cut of the gown, the shoes. I thought she was perfection.
And she looked like she got money, honey.
Yeah.
She looked
And I mean,
expensive.
yes, it's Trinity. What do you expect?
And that was the other thing that was so fun about these entrances. They were like, oh, in the meantime, since I'm being on Drag Race, I have opened up for this fashion show. I've been on the cover of Vogue. I don't know, these girls have been working. And it was so fun to hear them like be able to brag a little bit about all the stuff they've accomplished.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Next is Monét X Change. This gets my first fan of the season. This look was everything.
Yes.
I love buffalo plaid. I love it in red. Those boots with the suspenders holding up the boots and the jean and oh my God.
I love so much like the pockets peeking out of the short jean short. And I love her in this bigger asymmetrical wig.
Same.
I
love it.
You get rid of those pussycat wigs.
I feel for me, this is the best Monét X Change I've seen.
Yes.
You know, I feel like this is a look that she has, and it's like polished on her. It feels like her, and she seems very comfortable and confident in this look, and it just shows. She just radiates. And so I would love to see more of this type of Monet. And I mean, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah. The ruffles at the edge of the sleeve, I can't. I mean,
and the makeup is gorgeous too. Her face, it's simple but gorgeous.
Yeah, she always keeps her makeup really simple.
Love it.
And I love it. Yeah, she this is one of the best looks I've seen on Monet. It's one of the best looks from the episode to me. Like top 3. It's fantastic.
It's a toot.
It's a toot.
Definitely a toot. Jinkx Monsoon, also another person, came in exactly how I expected.
Exactly.
If she came in looking any different than she does right here, like she is a 50s pinup model on her way to the beach, that's classic Jinkx Monsoon. Like this looks like something a 70-year-old woman would wear, and Jinkx is on the inside a 70-year-old woman.
Yeah, a 70-year-old woman in her mansion wandering around trying to find her cigarettes and yelling at her maid. Right? Like that's it makes me want a house dress situation like this, because it would just how much more dramatic would it be to like walk down the stairs and like with a flourish,
right?
Go get your coffee. Some of Jinkx wigs, I know she always does like the red, right? Some of them were looking a little bit dry, a little bit cheaper
Canadian.
than others.
She tried to tease them, but she just pissed them off.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a little bit of a drawback, but I like this look from Jinkx, and like you said, it was exactly kind of what I was expecting.
Yeah,
I mean, I like Jinkx. I don't like this look. It's not drag. I'm fine with her having her own style, and her other looks have been a lot better in my opinion and still represent Jinkx. This just seemed off the rack.
Probably was. I'm not.
It probably was. Hopefully it wasn't H&M.
No more H&M.
No, it was Ann Taylor.
My second fan of the season goes to Raja in this gold and black confection delight. And the fact that she made it just pisses me off, because it makes me feel like I'm not done enough with my life. Why am I not that talented? Look at that dress. Oh my God. It's amazing.
OT, do you know what this is? Me closing your fan and throwing it in the trash, because this outfit was not my favorite.
What? Oh my God, that outfit is everything.
Exactly. It looks like everything.
It's too much. It's too much. And the headpiece does not add anything. It's weird. It didn't do anything for me.
Look, I appreciate Raja and her point of view. I know she's fashion, and I know my eye isn't as sophisticated as Raja's. I know and I understand it. I don't hate this look by any means. I don't hate it, but it's not a look I would gravitate to.
Right.
I do like the eye part, you know, and she's came in like, I'm an icon. You know, I love that. And I think I get for the most part what she's trying to do, but I like something where I can see a complete waist. And I can't find it here. And that's the only thing. But I love the colors. I love the skirt at the bottom. She walks like perfection, in my opinion.
Mm.
She was the first queen that I loved the way they walked.
This is avant-garde fashion. Like, this is Paris runway. This is Fashion Week, New York City. Like, oh my God, I can't be bothered with y'all.
But this is also RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, I need new show people. Miss the Vivienne. Let's talk about beautiful for a second.
Yeah.
That face on the she is so
gorgeous.
Distractingly gorgeous. Most of the time, it doesn't even matter what she's wearing because you can't move past her face.
And she paints her face so well.
She's so beautiful. It's insane how beautiful she is.
And I love the contrast of the like tight corset with kind of the bigger flowy pants.
Yeah, the Angela Bassett pants. Yes.
Yeah, I thought this was great. And she came in like a powerhouse, and she definitely looks different than she did
in her season.
In the UK season.
Yeah. Like she looks so elevated. On the UK version, she was head and shoulders above the rest of the group when it came to her eye for fashion, but it just seems like she's elevated it even more.
And that accent, I just cannot get enough of it. I just want to hear her talk. I want to hear all of her characters that she has in her back pocket for Snatch Games in the future, because you know she has other characters that she can do, but that is just so good. I love it. I love her.
Yes.
Hey, bring the picture back. I got something to say.
Oh, well.
Discussion over.
I also love this look. I love her style. What does it for me and pushes it over the edge is the hair. I love the horns, or that she's a horny girl. I love it. I love the styling of that. That makes this kind of like a complete drag look, in my opinion. So I think it's unbelievable. Simple, but like perfectly dragged up.
Next is
Raven.
Raven is not a part of the show.
But Raven served a look, and it was gorgeous.
Thanks for stopping by, Raven. You are not a contestant.
I loved when Jinkx was like, "See ya."
It's see ya.
And I mean, it was just a little interchange between Rue and Raven. They're like, "But really, Raven, what are you doing here?" And I got really excited for a second because I thought they were going to do the slapping challenge, which that's my favorite, when Rue slapped Raven, but it was just like a funny little bit. And then right into the reading challenge. I feel like this episode moves so fast. I was like, oh my gosh, this season is in full swing already. Like, here we are in the reading challenge already. I thought everybody made me laugh. No one was a flop.
Yeah, no one bombed.
No.
Yeah.
I knew without a doubt Jinkx Monsoon was going to win that. Jinkx Monsoon, her brain is on a whole other level.
Yeah.
Like we've had some smart queens in the past. There are the Jujubes of the world. You know, there are the Bob the drag queens. There are Bianca Del Rios. But Jinkx Monsoon is on a whole different plane of existence when it comes to just quick wit and knowing how to deliver.
Now I'm thinking of a different idea. At first I was like, it would be so fun to see those queens compete against each other in like an improv challenge, but we should really just remake Whose Line Is It Anyway, with like Bob,
Drag
Bianca.
queens.
Yeah, like that would kill, and those queens would be so good at it. I would watch the hell out of that.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
I think the thing that made me laugh the most the whole episode was when she was like, Roger.
I lived for Raja and her one read, and it was perfect number, perfect spelling of boogers, perfect nod to her season. And I just love that, she made fun of it and called everybody a booger.
Yeah.
I will give honorable mention as well to Jaida for that joke about Trinity.
Yes.
From the knees down.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was very good. So that one gets the honorable mention for the reading challenge.
I agree. That was a good one.
Definitely. What else? Then there were way too many tears as people were getting prepared.
But before that,
Naomi Campbell.
Yeah, the special guest.
Oh yeah, that was before that. I had it in my mind as coming after that. Yeah, I knew. Now you know. If anybody did not forget Miss Naomi Campbell, I didn't forget. Now I might have placed her in the wrong spot.
I just thought this was like the sweetest segment because everybody was. You could see the look on people's face. They were flabbergasted.
Yes.
All the queens were just like, oh my God.
Except Jinkx was scared. She was just scared.
And Jinkx, yeah, exactly.
But did you see her walk down the runway though? But did you see that?
It's flawed. You have to try.
See her walk down the runway though?
Of course.
Yeah. I could watch that all day, every day for the rest of my life and never get tired of it. Icon doesn't even begin to describe Naomi Campbell walking anywhere.
Here's how naive I am, though. I didn't realize she was British. Like, I must have only seen her like in pictures or on the runway and like not heard her speaking, but I did not know until watching the episode on Friday.
OT, put it up. Put it up.
The straight man.
Put it up. I mean, audacity.
Yeah. Things are even better. But
twice in one episode, Kelly.
Let's go for 3.
It's getting worse. It's getting worse. I'm slowly losing perspective.
Yes.
I just can't imagine the nerves to have to like walk in front of her, when you grew up idolizing or like watching her or, and to be like, okay, I'm out here by myself and now she's going to be watching me.
And not only watching me, judging me, giving me feedback. Yeah. What?
It was great.
But she was so great. I mean, she was so gracious with everybody.
She was very kind.
Yes. Even the walks like Jinkx that were not as great, she still found something like sweet to say.
It was good for you. I could tell it was your brand.
Yeah.
I got it. I got who you were right away. A non-walker.
Yeah. And then I'd say one of my favorite moments from the episode, of course, was Shea getting her moment to talk to Naomi about how much Naomi meant to her. And you could tell it touched Naomi too, right? Like she was getting a little bit emotional as well. And I just loved that moment.
My favorite moment of that was Naomi telling her her walk was perfect.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine your idol, the person who you've modeled yourself after, you have emulated them, and then you get to show them the emulation and they go, you nailed it.
Yeah.
You got it exactly right. When she told Shea that it was perfect, I started tearing up.
Mm-hmm.
I got goosebumps on my body. It was a really, really, really great moment. And I was super happy that they edited it the way that they did and they really showed that full moment.
Okay, so now we move on to the little bit in the workroom, which were the tears. Poor Jaida having imposter syndrome because of her Zoom situation. But the thing that got me about that was Yvie was getting so emotional about it.
I'm sure Yvie felt it too.
Imposter syndrome. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. So she must struggle with that as well, because you could tell she connected right away with what Jaida was saying.
Why do you think Yvie felt it, Joe?
Well, I feel like it's a little bit of, you know, what Jaida was dealing with, like being, you know, reined in, you know, via Zoom or whatnot, but also the fact that a lot of people her season wanted Gigi to win. A lot of people Yvie's season wanted Brooklyn Heights to win.
Yeah.
And people are very certain that the other person should have won. And like certain, like I felt Eureka should have won, right? You know, I felt like Violet shouldn't have won, right? But to the point where like they don't like the queen at all. And I think for queens like Yvie and queens like Jaida, it's a little bit harder to recover from something like that.
So the other notable thing that I want to get your all's opinion on from the workroom is Monét and Trinity trying to start an alliance.
I'm 100% here for this.
Already in like the
very
first
loudly,
episode.
by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jinkx was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, this is Drag Survivor at this point. And speaking of it being Drag Survivor, I would like to point out that at the end of last season, I did say none of the queens should go home. You're welcome, world. You're welcome, world.
Yeah.
I said Rue cannot eliminate a queen who's won.
Yeah.
You're welcome, world.
Well, I thought that was already out.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I read it somewhere that was happening. That
Joe's
was
known for years, OT.
You know, Joe has a drag insider.
I might have heard it from
Corey
Corey because Corey reads all the Reddits and stuff like that.
No. Corey's on the dark web searching for Drag Race.
I have to tell him to be quiet sometimes.
Yeah, I think alliances are a natural part of the way this game is set up, especially because no one is going home. So it doesn't matter who you build an alliance with, right? Like normally, under normal circumstances, alliances are difficult because someone is always in a position to go home.
Right.
This season, no one's going home. So yeah, you need to build an alliance. They're smart for doing it right now instead of waiting until someone has a couple wins under their belt. And then it looks like, oh, no. Don't try to build an alliance with me now because I'm in the lead.
Yeah.
Right. So I thought that was brilliant. I thought it was super smart of them to do that.
I do think this format is fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I, for the winners, especially, you know, like no one's going home, but then that fun kind of like gamesmanship of like being able to block somebody who you think is probably the best, right?
Yeah.
Who you think is probably going to win a pin the next week or something, or who already has wins, right?
Yeah.
And you want to get ahead of. So I think it's a fun format.
That first one is going to be the hardest. I was like, whoever wins the first one, good luck, honey, because you are a target.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Like you were the first person to make the move.
Yeah.
Yeah. You made the first move.
Can't win there.
Yeah. This to me is by far the best format of the show that we've seen. Mm-hmm. To me, you have to be at your best every week against everyone because each of these queens has strong points, right? Yeah. So each week, whatever the challenge is really going to dictate who is expected to come to the forefront. And having to go against everyone every week, that means you don't get to slip. You know, you can't be like, oh yeah, good, Jinkx is out, so this comedy challenge will be a little easier for me to win because everyone's there.
But I think this format, as a viewer, for me, only works with all winners. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I would be so mad if it was like nobody goes home and there's just weak links where you're like, okay, get them.
Yeah,
a whole bunch of Derricks.
What, Joe?
A whole bunch of Derricks.
Yeah, exactly.
I want her gone.
Where it's just like, get out. Like,
I absolutely agree. This only works for all winners. And I sincerely hope that we see more all winners format exactly like if All Stars 8, 9, and 10 is all winners, I would be completely in for it. Joe.
Let's do a quick run through of the song number. Legendary, is that the new song?
Yes.
So they first of all, special shout out to, I did love Rue's bodysuit, the multicolor bodysuit with the big hair. Oh, Mother Brew!
Yeah.
That's the one.
You know he ready. He ready this season.
I
this
love
season
that
too.
look. You know, it didn't serve him well for moving in his musical number.
I like the look, but one titty looked different. It looks smaller.
It's an optical illusion.
I know, but the optical illusion seems like one titty is deflated.
Okay.
Okay.
I like my
look like she got one titty. And it was funny because this brought up a debate with the folks I was watching with, and one person was like, "You realize it's not a real woman."
Like,
Relax,
it's not that big of a deal.
Right. Drag queens have crooked titties all the time, and that's what Rue is, drag queen.
There you go.
Yes.
So,
The musical
I thought everybody did a good job.
Oh, wait, I thought we were, was that it on the musical number? I felt like.
No, I'm going into the musical number.
Oh, okay.
I thought everybody did a good job.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think there was any weak links.
Trinity didn't know the words.
Yeah.
That was a problem. However, as Michelle stated, that outfit though, and the performance, it didn't even matter. Yeah. Like it looked like she knew the words, even though we could definitely tell she didn't know the words.
It was so funny because like you wrote these.
Right.
Now I know I mentioned Jinkx's wigs, but I will say the curly red wig and this number, I loved how Jinkx looked in this number.
If we are talking about wigs, the Vivienne, the end. Oh my God. That wig.
That was the red longer wig, right?
Yes, with the deep wave giving me Jessica Rabbit. What? It
was like, because I think right before that we saw Yvie's crazy red wig that they were like
right out of the bag. Right out of the bag. Her shake and go.
I was like, did you borrow that from Monét?
No, because Monet's pussycat wigs be laid down. That was a shake and go. She just took that out of the bag.
I think Vivienne had the benefit of going after that wig because I was like, well, this wig looks amazing.
It's gorgeous, darling. Gorgeous.
Now that's a wig.
I saw the Vivienne's wig from the start. Like she just drew your eye. She's one of those queens, like, dare I say, and I know people have mixed opinions about this person, but like when Roxy Andrews is on stage, you can't not look at her. You like she just draws your eyes. She's so beautiful. And that's what happens when the Vivienne is on the stage. I don't care who she's on the stage with, you are going to see her. Even when they all came out in the number and the first thing I saw was the Vivienne. She just captures your eye. She's stunning.
I did think that Monet's Roman warrior look was really fun. I liked that a lot. I liked her number. I like going back to the wig situation. I wish maybe a little bit of a different wig, but she did a great job. I mean, I think she deserved we can get into this later about whether she should deserve top 2 or not.
Yeah, I liked everyone's performances, really. I think all the lyrics were really good. I really liked Jaida's lyrics.
Me too.
I thought that was really fun and showed her personality, which she doesn't naturally do all the time. And
wait, don't leave Jaida for a second. I thought her performance was by far the least interesting. I thought she was the most underwhelming of the performers. Like she was really, her energy in comparison to what else was happening on the stage seemed really low.
But who did come in with all the energy was Shea Couleé.
Yeah.
And
baby, don't let that lady perform because she's gonna hurt your feelings every time if you think you're gonna outperform her because you're not.
Yeah.
And she did it looking gorgeous. Those braids.
That wig was incredible, but the bodysuit was stunning. She is a threat.
Yeah.
I mean,
Shea is the person to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. The two things I didn't care about were all like fashion things. So we talked about Yvie's wig. The other thing was Raja. I did not like that look.
I loved
that the
the
white-
way
I loved the shirt, but the pants looked like she was ready to jog.
I don't remember the outfit fully, but I do remember loving that wig. That razor
the wig
cut
was
on
great.
that wig.
Was it the white
Ooh.
blunt cut?
Yeah.
Yeah, the platinum blonde with the razor cut. Oh my God, it was so gorgeous.
And I felt like her part of everyone else's was the quickest. Like I thought,
Yeah.
like she started and I was like, oh, is that it? And I rewatched it and I felt the same way. So I don't know what happened. Maybe she got the short end on the stick with like which place and how many like bars she has. But I just felt like hers was very quick.
It definitely seemed very short. Okay, well, let's get into an incredible runway, which the theme was something rain.
I'm crowning.
Yeah.
You said rain?
Rain as in like reign of the queen, like a queen.
Oh, yeah. I'm crowning.
Yeah, okay. I'm crowning, of course. Something crass, sure. So Raja kicked us off in this Versailles French royalty. Let them eat cake. Let them eat Raja for days.
Yes.
I love it.
Baby.
I loved this.
Baby. The detail, the color, the hair, the shoes, the drama.
And the makeup is spot on for the era too, with like the really pale kind of base. She looked incredible. Was she the one that said it all started from the shoes too?
Yeah.
Like she loved the shoes.
The shoes were gorgeous.
Yeah. And she said she designed the whole outfit around it.
Well,
and the fact that Raja designs all her own clothes. Like she made that.
That's incredible.
What?
Can we talk about Raja out of drag is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I am living. What'd you say, Joe?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm living for that gray hair. It's amazing. But this look, 10 out of 10.
There is zero flaw in this look. None.
And then who was next? Jinkx?
Jinkx Monsoon.
This also
gorgeous.
Oh my God.
Come on, leg.
When Raja came out and I was like, holy shit. And then Jinkx came out, I was like, this is an all winner season. Like we were just like, this is in any other season, regular season, these would be like far above and beyond anything else.
These would be the looks that you save until the end.
Yeah. Or like the best look of the season,
Yeah.
And they're like, well, I got to come out strong against all these winners. This was phenomenal.
That red and gold on her skin just looks so fantastic on that pale white skin, and the way she painted the makeup, that headpiece, the slit in the dress, it's a fantasy. And then there was Miss Monét X Change, and another one. I can't with this season. The Timberland boots, the high-heeled Timberland boots, the fact that she turned the tracksuit and then put the crowning head, the braids, what?
Kelly, you gonna tell them or should I?
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about Monet's look.
This is everything.
Initially, when she first walked out, I was like, I don't like it. I even said it out loud, and the folks I was watching with were like, what? And I was like, I don't. And I kept giving it a chance. I rewatched it. I love the idea. It's so Monet. It's so different from everybody else. There's something that's just not doing it for me. And I don't know if it's like the under like bustle area, like being visible with the tracksuit. I don't know if it's the colors. Something is off for me, and it just wasn't doing it.
I agree. I have a problem with this. I don't know what it is. I'm looking at it again, and it's just. I think it's the colors. I don't
I
know.
think it's the colors.
It's got to be the colors.
Oh my God, are you all trans?
I was gonna say those are trans colors. Shit.
Right.
Okay, but I mean they're still colors, right?
But it just there's something.
You know, I mean,
that's
it's
not
still
working.
pink, blue, and white.
Exactly.
And something about that outfit with those colors is not working well for me. But the main offensive thing for me is that the wig is ill-fitting. That wig was almost falling off her head.
That's true.
It was like, is it just laying on top? Is it glued down? What? It didn't look sturdy. It was like as unsturdy as Yvie's entry hair. I felt the crown was too heavy for that hair, and it wasn't proper. It wasn't proper.
Well,
heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Exactly.
Somebody has to be wrong. May as well be the two of you.
Yeah.
At least I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Trinity the Tuck. I thought this was really pretty from the side. This view, I don't like the headpiece. I like the sleeves look weird. I thought the side view of this was gorgeous. I just thought head on, it was a lot to take in.
I will say
I didn't know where to rest my eyes.
I love the drama. Speaking of dragging up a train, it's like this is what it looks like. Where it's like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Measure. She probably went through and was like, who had the biggest train so far? I'm gonna do it by double. I really appreciated that, like the drama of, and she could barely walk because that train, was so heavy. But that was a statement.
Oh hell, I done messed up. My comment on Trinity about it looking old and dated was for this one. This is the one that looks dated, especially looking at it from this view. And I think it's because it seems like a lot.
Yeah.
And
it's giving me very Meet Me in St. Louis.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think it's also the curl, the wig, and the face is kind of older.
Yeah, it's Meet Me in St. Louis. But I just, like I said,
you call her face old.
the makeup.
She gonna come and get you, Kelly.
The makeup. She's like, I didn't put this much Botox into this face for you to call it.
In her face, it looks older.
I like the look. I don't love this look.
Yeah. It's if you like it, I love it. Look, Trinity, if you like it, I love it, girl.
Right? call us and let's talk about it live. Yvie Oddly.
I love this look. I love it. I love it.
Ooh, more disagreements.
I loved this outfit until she turned around. I was bothered by the white straps on the jock strap around the butt. And I was bothered by the fact that you just left that black thong black.
Was this the one though with there was no heel on the shoe? Or that
yes,
was
there was no heel on this shoe. Yes.
That I think I wasn't even noticing the straps because I swear the whole time I was just probably out loud being like, how is she walking? Like how I just was so blown away because I could barely walk in heels with a heel. So to have those big of a platform with no heel, that was just blowing my mind.
When she first walked out, I was gobsmacked. And then when she turned around and I saw those fucking white jock straps under her butt, and I saw the black thong and the black bra, it just felt like unfinished. And I'm like, you can't have this beautiful, gorgeous color palette and then have two solid colors on your back.
I loved it. I didn't mind the jock strap. I saw it too. I absolutely loved it. I thought this was totally Yvie. It was polished even more so than Yvie usually is. Her makeup looked good. Her hair stayed on her head, and it was gorgeous. And I got the theme. It did seem very Club Kid, and I think Club Kid has that kind of grungy look. And you'll see some jock straps and some underwears.
And also the fun wordplay of like crayon crown.
Yeah.
And like so smart. And nobody's doing this look but Yvie.
Yeah.
So, right. And I always love that.
It was gorgeous, but like I said, miss the Vivienne. I was, and I still am on the fence about this look.
I still look at this and I'm a little bit confused. I do love the shoes. I don't know if the shoes go with the outfit.
Yeah.
I love her face. Her face looks beautiful.
Beautiful.
Always.
I love her hair, the head thing,
The headpiece.
she has. But the dress just seems, I don't know. I don't know if it's complete. Like maybe if it was like a gown or whatnot, but the feet seem too heavy for what she's displaying.
Yeah.
Jaida Essence Hall. I did not like this dress.
I didn't.
I did not like this dress.
I don't. The ruffles aren't doing it for me. I don't
did
like
not
that you
like
can.
this dress.
I don't like you can see the skeleton. What do they call that for dresses? Form? I guess a dress form underneath.
It's the color. If this was like a black and white look, I think it could have worked a little bit better. But those green or yellowish things in between.
That I thought the back of the dress was gorgeous,
Oh, that
but
looks good.
but when you're looking at it with like that bodice doesn't work with
Maybe
that.
it is
to
the
me.
bodice. Yeah.
Yeah, the color palette. It was all wrong for me. I did love the hair though.
Yeah, the
I
hair
thought
looked
the
like
hair
soft
was
serve ice cream.
gorgeous. I thought the makeup was fantastic, but the rest of that outfit was amazing.
I don't know how I felt about the like random flowers in the hair, but I did like the tall dramatic effect of the beehive.
I was not in love with that look.
But you know who I was in love with?
Bow down, bow down.
Bow down, you peasants.
Let me tell you a effing thing. That is how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Miss Shea effing Couleé.
Queen Shea.
Okay. When you talk about perfection, when you talk about flawless, when you talk about not missing a single detail, look at how those good sideburns are slicked down, just like a black girl do when she braid her hair. She slicked them sideburns down. When you talk about not missing a detail, look at how she's holding her hands so that you see the arm piece.
This is probably one of my favorite looks, like that I've seen on Drag Race on the stage. This was so powerful, so incredible. Those prosthetics to mimic the gauged earlobes were phenomenal. It was so good.
I love it. I don't even know what to say. I love it so much.
Right.
That's it.
Here's what's interesting now. Like normally we talk about who we thought it was going to go home, but we won't be doing that. We'll just be talking about
who we thought should have gotten a repeater badge. Oh no, sorry, that's wrong show. The badge.
So definitely Shea, of course.
Yeah.
Based on the performance, based on the runway. But what did you guys think about Monét being top 2?
I thought Monét was a close third to Jinkx, and I understood why Jinkx didn't get it because I do think Monét performed better, but I think Jinx's runway was just so far beyond. It was so far beyond. But it just, again, it looks like this is going to be one of those seasons where the challenge outweighs the runway.
Yeah. I fell for that too a little bit because of Monét's runway. I did not feel like she should have been in the top 2. And then I watched it back and I saw the performances, and Monét was definitely a standout in the performance. So now I feel a little bit better. Sorry, Monét, for my initial reaction. I was a little disappointed when she made top 2. I was like, what? Shea better win this. Because I was a little upset. But her performance, Monét did kill it, and it's always been about the challenges.
Here's the one thing I am very grateful for, that it was those two and those two alone doing Old MacDonald, because let me tell you, at first we were all like, wait, what? With a song? And those two, I think this might have been one of the most challenging lip syncs. In terms of like knowing the words, keeping up, like lip sync singing, right? That I've seen. And that's maybe why they chose this song. We're like, okay, you guys are winners. Like, good luck, right? This is about to get crazy. those two crushed it. They
Yes.
crushed it. They knew every word.
One of the best ever.
They had the facial expressions. They were giving us a little bit of comedy. They were giving us like a total jazz, situation. It was so good. I was torn who I thought should win. I thought they both did such a good job.
I think Shea pulled it away, like right toward the middle of the song. You could see Shea inching ahead of Monét. Also, when Shea is lip syncing in this,
and Monét
is lip syncing in this, it's really hard to not look at Shea and pay attention.
And for the folks listening on Spotify, we're showing their outfits from the lip sync. And so Monét's was like a leopard print.
Yeah, it's a nice little leopard print.
Store-bought.
Yeah. No, actually, it looks cute. It looks made, right? It looks made for her body, but it's a short sort of spring dress that a cute girl would wear when she's shopping on Rodeo Drive in LA.
Yep.
This is a throwaway look.
Yeah.
And then there's Shea.
Shea is wearing Shea looks like an underwater goddess nymph.
Shea put this on right before they called everybody back to the stage.
Yeah.
She's like, I think I'm gonna change. I think I'm gonna change. Maybe she saw what Monét was wearing and saying, I got something better than that.
She won because no one could stop looking at her.
It's just gorgeous.
Even though Monét was giving me comedy realness with that.
They both were.
They both. It was. I think this is one of my favorite lip syncs, and
it was really good.
Because at first you're like, oh, McDonald, like it was just such a weird song that you weren't expecting at all, for the first episode of All Stars Winners, and it challenged them, and they killed it.
Yeah,
they killed it.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Should we do a quick can do and condone?
Of course.
Yes,
absolutely. My can do is the format of the show. This is exactly what I wanted. Most of these people have never heard the term sashay away, and they never should. So the fact that Rue is keeping them all is perfection. That is a can do, period.
My can do is Raja. I know I give a hard time with some of the fashion, right? I mean, it's just because I don't get it. I'm not worthy. But Raja was the queen that really got me into Drag Race. I watched, season 2 a little bit before, but Raja was just like, she's the one that took it for me in season 3. And ever since then, it's been a wonderful ride. So welcome back, Raja. You've been sorely missed. I'm here for it.
I met Raja, super nice in person. Very, very cool.
And this is actually, since I'm still haven't watched some of the earlier seasons, this is my first intro to Raja.
Oh, yeah. And Jinkx too, right?
No, I went back and I did watch season 5. I watched season 5. I don't think I've seen 1 through 3.
Okay.
Yeah. My can do is just going back to the Shea and Naomi Campbell moment. I think I was thinking more about it just from a societal standpoint, and modeling, especially in Naomi's era. It's very much straight lady perfection, right? The Barbie doll, this is what you're supposed to look like, heteronormativity, whatever. And for those women to be badass and then to be mentors and inspirations for gay men to be drag queens and to be themselves, there's something beautiful in that, where society is rewarding you a little bit for being the beautiful standard of woman, and you probably are fighting against that too, as a lot of the models are, right? But then to blossom all of these young gay men who are at home walking your walk, and then that convergence of that, it was so good. It was just a great moment on Drag Race.
Are you trying to workroom us right now, Kelly? You trying to get us all crying in the workroom?
That's my goal for this season.
Condoned. Quite honestly, I don't have one. That episode was so close to perfect If I have to nitpick,
You have to.
I will say my condone is back to Yvie. I get that you have your own brand and your brand is a little bit messy, a little bit grungy, but
Little bit.
pay attention to the room, darling.
Yep.
Pay attention to the room. Don't get so caught up in your brand that you kick yourself out of the competition. That's my condone.
My condone is, look, Rue, if you can't dance, keep up with the dancers. That's why you have dancers. You have done so well. You got this big career. You ain't got to dance.
I had it written down, so I remember my condone was also Rue's dancing, and something about them trying to like speed it up a little bit with the camera made it even worse. And the fact that I know Rue can dance better than that. Like we've seen it in just like one-offs and whatnot. But there are ways also to get around it where you just kind of like do something separate from the dancers, right? Or you just sit on the crown, or you sit on the throne and just lip sync. Like you don't have to dance.
You don't do this.
Yeah, you literally don't have to do anything if you don't want to. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on the initial episode, season 2 of Condone Yourself, where we discussed RuPaul Drag Race All Stars, All Winners, season 7. Incredible. And guess what? If you just stay long enough, the next episode will play because you get 2, just like you did from Rue. So looking forward to seeing you in a couple minutes. I mean, you may as well just watch them back to back because why not?
We about to get snatched.
That's it. So,
and it's not a game.
We will see you all in a few seconds.
Bye.